back to my videos, guys. So today I'm making a video on SQL and two topics in SQL. So those two topics are distinct and between. So let's head on. So let's open up my SQL. So here it is, my SQL Workbench. And let's click on local instance and let's make the font bigger. And so let's do use database because we need to know what database we're using. So let's highlight this and press this lightning bolt to run it. And then let's also do select star from student to see our table. So let's run this. So guys, my first topic for today is distinct. So you guys must be wondering what the distinct statement does. So the distinct statement selects distinct records in a table, and distinct means different. So if there are duplicate records in one or more column, it will only select one of the records which is distinct and ignore the duplicate ones. So let me show you guys how the distinct statement works. So let's apply the distinct statement on, let's say, like the school ID. And so let's do select, let's just copy this and put another line, and let's do select school ID and then from student. So let's run this. So yeah, as you guys can see, it shows all of the school IDs that are in student table, but it also shows so many of them that are duplicate. So you guys can see there's like 121 and then 121 here. There's another 121 and 121, and it's same for 122. You guys can find another 122 somewhere in here, in like there's 123, 124, and a lot of them are duplicated. So now let's apply the distinct on school ID. So for the syntax, you just write distinct and then school ID. And so let's run this. And so now, as you guys can see, it only shows one of each of our school IDs. So there are no duplicate 121s because it only shows one of them. And so same for 122 and then all the way down to 127. So these are only distinct or also different records that got pulled. So if we apply distinct on only one column, it will give us distinct values of that column. So now what if we have to apply distinct on more than one column? So let me show you guys how. So let's just run select star from student. So now let's try to apply distinct on school ID and let's say zip code. So if we want to do this, how do we do that? So let me show you. So you would just do school ID, comma, and then let's do zip code. So guys, what do you think this will do? So guys, remember when I did it on school ID, it showed me only distinct values of that column. It showed me only one of each value. So let's just run this to see. So let's run this, and you guys can see it shows this. So do you guys see that I have actually duplicate records of school ID? So you guys can see there's 121 and also 121 down here. So what did distinct do here? So when we apply distinct on more than one column, as I did here with school ID and zip code, it will give you the distinct combinations of those columns. So it won't just give you like distinct values, but it will give you distinct combinations. So you guys can see there is a duplicate of 121, but the combination is different because it's 121 with the zip code 7054. But then here it's 121 with the zip code 1231. So it's a different combination. So if I scroll down, I will not see a duplicate combination of this here. So 121 school ID with zip code 7054. If you look for it, you will not find it, a duplicate one of this. So guys, if distinct is applied on one column, then it'll give you distinct values of that column. But if distinct is applied on more than one column, then it'll give you distinct combinations of those columns. So I hope you guys understood how distinct works. So now let's move on to our second topic, which is between. So between is an operator that selects the values within a given range, including the starting and the ending values. So let me show you guys how this works. So let's just delete our distinct line from over here, and let's just write so let's just delete this. So let's just write select star from students, and let's end it with a semicolon. Oh wait, I have to make student not capital, student. So let's just run this. So this is what you would get. You would get the values in our table. So guys, let's say I want to see all the records between the student ID 4 and 11. So let me show you guys how to write the syntax. So you guys can see it's a select star from student, and then you would write where, and then do student ID. You would write your column between, and then you would write between and then here you would give the range. So we want to do 4 and then let's do 11. So it would be between 4 and 11. So here I've put numbers, but if you're putting characters, you would put it in quotes like this. So we're doing numbers, so we don't need these quotes. So let's run this. So let's run it. And as you guys can see, it gave us all of the records between the student ID 4 and 11. It gave us 4, 5, 7, because I don't have a 6, and then 8, 9, and then I don't have a 10, so it gave me 11. And also something very important is that it also included the starting and ending numbers, which were 4 and 11, because I mentioned 4 and 11. So guys, to summarize, what we did was distinct in between. So distinct would just get distinct, so it would give us all the distinct values if we did it on one column, but if we do it on multiple columns, more than one columns, then it will give us the distinct combination on those columns. Then for between, it will give us, it will select the values within a given range, including the starting and ending values. So guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want more of these videos, don't forget to smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye guys!